Every year, the devices we rely on get a little more closed off. We buy a computer, but the manufacturer locks us out of the actual hardware, turning us into tenants renting access to our own machines. The days of popping open a case to swap parts have been slowly replaced by unrepairable glass slabs, monthly subscription pop-ups, and endless cloud loading screens. But there is a group actively fighting this ecosystem. You might know them as the rogue engineers who created the Flipper Zero, the viral orange multi-tool that panicked the tech world. That gadget became infamous for its offline, physical world tricks, like cloning hotel keys or popping open Tesla charging ports with a simple radio frequency scan. Now, those same engineers are pivoting. Instead of making another physical hacking toy, they are building a pocket-sized, fully open-source supercomputer. It begs a serious question. Do you actually feel like you own the tech you buy anymore? Because this project is attempting to return the keys of the machine back to the user. Flipper CEO Pavel Zhovner summed up his motivation with a simple observation. The personal computer no longer feels personal. Massive tech giants actively restrict you from modifying your hardware, trapping you inside vendor-locked ecosystems, where the company dictates exactly what you can and cannot do with your device. Their operating systems force us into walled gardens. If you want to experiment or write your own low-level code or tinker with the network, you often have to ask the manufacturer for permission first. If you want to truly learn how networks operate and experiment freely, you have to completely step outside of mainstream corporate hardware. The Flipper One represents a sharp divergence from the company's first device, designed for an entirely different set of tasks. The previous generation was focused entirely on offline, point-to-point access control, like reading RFID badges or interacting with local radio protocols. The Flipper One is built for the internet. It is a Layer 1 network-connected powerhouse, designed specifically for IP networking, featuring Wi-Fi 6E, Gigabit Ethernet, and even optional 5G. Imagine sitting in a coffee shop with terrible internet. You pull this out and instantly configure it as a powerful travel router, a virtual private network gateway, or a packet analyzer, a tool that lets you inspect the raw data flowing through the network around you. This diagram shows the hardware upgrade, featuring an 8-core Rockchip RK3576 processor that dwarfs standard microcontrollers. It even includes a neural processing unit, giving it enough standalone power to run AI language models locally without ever pinging a cloud server. So, if you had this level of power sitting in your pocket, what's the first network you would instantly secure or investigate? Flipper is pushing a mainline-first open-source philosophy. That means instead of relying on heavily modified, locked-down vendor software, users can boot directly from a pure, unedited Linux operating system, straight from kernel.org. And because trying to click tiny icons with a mouse on a miniature screen is a nightmare for small PCs, they designed the physical interface to be navigated entirely through a simple D-pad and customizable menus. But the company's most radical move is making the entire hardware and software development process completely public through their developer portal. By exposing their internal debates, unfinished architecture notes, and hardware challenges, they are letting the community see the messy reality of building a computer. It turns the device itself into an active learning resource. Okay, so let's talk practical logistics. When can you get your hands on this, and what is it going to cost? The company is aiming to launch a Kickstarter for the Flipper One later this year, with a target price tag of around $350. This chart compares the target $350 cost of the new device to the original $199 Flipper Zero. But that cost is justified by massive hardware additions, like an 8-core CPU and physical room for PCIe expansion. But there is a catch. The manufacturing process faces severe financial risks right now, primarily due to an ongoing global RAM chip crisis. The engineering goal is extremely ambitious, but the final retail price and the shipping timeline are still highly vulnerable to the harsh realities of the global supply chain. Ultimately, the Flipper One is a rebellion against boring, locked-down computing. It is designed to take high-performance computing out of the data center and put it directly back into the hands of the individual. By using a mainline Linux toolkit and open expansion slots, it allows for deep technical experimentation without needing an account or permission from a corporation. If you want us to secure one of these Cyberdecks for a full hands-on review as soon as it drops, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and share this video with the biggest tech nerd you know. See you next time!